Hi there. I'm going to do a quick little video on a number of things. I have an old mesh here that I did like 4 years ago. It's crappy. Um, that was before the mesh models, body types and stuff were before fitted mesh, anyways. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to resize it to fit the Slink Physique body. I don't, not the hourglass one, the Physique one. So now, I basically opened up the Slink developers kit, and then imported my mesh. So going to go to edit mode, and when I just tried to search for this via Google, I didn't get the results that I really wanted to. So then I was like, hey, I'm going to make a video about that. In Maya, you can edit, the vertices symmetrically, meaning what happens on this side of the mesh happens on that side of the mesh. Well, Blender has mirror. Okay, well, a mirror modifier can fail on a number of for a number of reasons. But if you take a look at this mesh, you can see that it has a lot of triangles and it's kind of crappy, and there's no clear defined line really to be able to cut and mirror it over. And it probably could work. It could probably cut it in half and blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to do that. To heck with that. What I'm going to do is, and let me put this back in wireframe mode, is I'm going to go over here and I'm going to select a vertice. See, I'm in, let's see, hold on. Let's go to front view, front ortho. And you see the outer part here. It's a part of the mesh body, and my dress is inside. So basically what I've got to do is I've got to pull this out, and there's a decent roundness right here, so I think I'll do it about right there, kind of at the very edge. So I'm going to select a vertice there, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to hold down shift, and I'm going to select a vertice there. And then what I'm going to do is, instead of just moving it and blah 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 blah, I must also say that I have proportional editing on. It is enabled, and I have just a smooth fall off, the default one, on. So instead of moving the handles, because if you move the handles, that happens, and that's not what we want. So Control Z. I'm going to hit scale, and I am just going to kind of scale it up, and I can change the size of the scale. I just right clicked and undid that by using the middle mouse button. If you don't already know that, it changes the little selection circle there, is what I'm going to call it. There's probably an official name. All right, here, it's a thingamabopper. Hit scale, and then you can scroll your middle mouse button to make the circle of influence bigger or smaller. So that's about good there, that influence, and you can also adjust it kind of on the fly. So that's probably maybe okay, but let's take a look at what's happening here. What happened to my mesh? Why is there holes in my mesh? Hold up, hold the phone. Go into perspective for a minute and cam into my model. What happened to my mesh? Like, WTF? Wow. I don't know. Should I leave that as a design element? Nah. Screw it. I want to close it. Okay. edit mode and not in wireframe. Wow. And I'm going to go to edge select. And this is going to be hideous topo, but whatever. I gave this to a friend and to make a texture because I don't make good textures. And she's like, "Are you testing me with this? What's up with your UV map?" Do you see this line right here? I apparently chopped the dress in 2 pieces, and that was not the right thing to do. Okay, so let's see now where the avatar's body is, and it was fairly close, I guess. Okay, here we go. No, it's not really that close. It's a little bit too big. Well, that's okay. We're going to be smoothing it in a little bit. Now since there's alpha cuts on most mesh body heads and whatnot, we really don't need to worry too much about the legs, but we should deal with it in some way. And I think I made the dress too tight around the legs, honestly. If it was me, I probably wouldn't buy it for that reason. I'm going back into ortho. So let's fix the bottom. So I'm going to select a vertex there, and I'm going to try and come over and select a vertex around about the same location. And I'm going to hit my scale. And I'm just going to scale this puppy up. Let's see what this look like. I'm going to make it too big. Let's see, before and after. Yeah, maybe it did. Okay. Scale. And then maybe do something here. Oh, let's go. I don't know why. My brain just doesn't work that way. I guess because I'm a righty and not a lefty. But let's go over to here and kind of scale it up here as well. Okay, well, yeah, I don't know. Whatevs. Now, we're definitely going to have to do something about that booty. Maybe also a little bit here. Now this we can just pull out like that. And then, let's see, view the back. Center it a little bit and try to kind of, I don't know, get the center of the booty. And this, if we go there, then we can start to pull this out, and we have our selection circle way too big. So we're going to kind of scale that down, and there. Huh, I don't think that looks too bad. I am going to probably smooth this out a lot in some sculpting, possibly. So I don't really care too much right now if it's kind of big. I know it seems like it looks horrible. I'll be alright, trust me. I'm going to scale it down. So, okay, so I want to click on that vertex, and I'm going to click on that, and let's go to view. Oops. left, and just kind of pull this out a little bit, just away from the shoulders because that is a freaking problem area. And these two are not, they're not right, so needs to be moved up some and away from the body a little bit. Because around the edges, it's really hard to clip any alphas and whatnot. And I don't know. It might be too big. Maybe that will be fixed in the sculpting. So now the boobies. Put it in front ortho and kind of just select over here and select over there. And then now's when, let's see. Yeah, I could do that. That's too much there. And then kind of come on this side. Hold down shift and click over there on that side. And then snap to your front ortho, hit the space key, and kind of scale it out. Okay, way too much. Way too much. So, thank God for undo. Guess I need to put it in wireframe mode, really. That way I can really get a sense of it. Select that vertice and this one over here, and then scale, but bring down circle influence a lot. Let's see here. I want front, and there's where my mixture starts. And let's just select something like that. This is going to take a minute to kind of play around with. See, you don't have to that's a problem with wireframe mode. You can also hide the body part, and I find that that's necessary, especially in rigging sometimes. So if you come over here to the outliner and you just click the eyeball, and the mesh body goes away. Bye bye. So I kind of want to click on the same vertice over here. Maybe not that one. Maybe that one. That looks somewhat the same. So basically what I need to do is to match the breast of the body. I kind of need this to go up some. So let's see. Needs to kind of come out and then maybe up. up some more. Oh. Down. Up a little bit. Maybe out a little bit. And a lot of this stuff I can fix in sculpting. Deselect and maybe select some down here and pull it out some. Yeah, that's what I needed to do there. Maybe select underneath the breast there and pull out. Scale maybe. Scale. Maybe just a little bit. It's a little bit off on this side for some reason. And we have it too big. Well, maybe I can fix that a little bit in the sculpting mode. So, that is how you do symmetrical, proportional editing-ish without using the mirror stuff and any other magic stuff that you can do in Blender, because I don't think if I selected half of it and then went over here to mesh and symmetrize or snap to symmetry, I don't think any of that would have worked for this dress. So I just basically click two vertices on opposite sides of my mesh and I hit scale to scale up. I know that could have all been done in like 5 seconds, right? Okay, but you wanted to see me mess something up.